Hello, welcome to Certified Jams. Today we're talking about the song Untitled by Interpol, and I'm going to tell you why it's a certified jam. Oh. Okay, so we've talked about Interpol on this channel before. I talked about the song PDA, which is one of my favorite all-time songs. Just such a classic song. And in my opinion, one of Interpol's best. The song we're talking about today is Untitled, which is from the same record as PDA. This is the opening track on the record. And because this is their first record, this was sort of one of the first songs that sort of exposed them to the world and that a lot of people heard. And I think that this is like a perfect opening song for a record. It does this great thing where it sort of slowly lulls you in. It starts with these sort of dreamy, floaty guitars. And then when the bass and the drums kick in, it's just like, holy shit, who is this band? This song's unique on this album. It sounds a lot different than any of the other songs on the record, which I think is really cool. The guitars are still played in the same sort of signature Interpol way, where they're playing lots of like downstrokes, lots of layered guitars. I think that at one point there's 4 different guitar tracks playing, and it creates this sort of beautiful ethereal sort of textured guitar sound. And then in the same way that they do in all the other Interpol songs, the drummer and the bass player just put in like an incredible performance. We talked a lot in the last video I did about the song PDA, just about how unique the bass playing is in Interpol, and this song's no different. But I think what sets the bass apart in this song is the tone of the bass. It is just like, it might be the best bass tone I've ever heard, and I don't know how they achieved this sound. I tried to do some research on it, and I think it's just a combination of the specific bass he used, the amp he used, the way they mic'd it, the way they recorded it, and the way that they've just EQ'd it. It just sounds so like low and guttural, and it's just amazing. And then same with the drums. The drums just have such a great feel. They're sort of like, I don't want to say sloppy, but they sort of sound almost like they're floating in this track, which just really lends to the overall feel of the song. It's just amazing. So anyways, let's get into the song, and as we go, we can talk more about why it's amazing. But yeah, I think this song just really stands out. And like I said, it's like a perfect opening song. So if this is the first time you've ever heard Interpol, this is a good introduction. Although, just make note, this is not what they typically sound like. This song is unique for sure. All right, let's get into it. This is Untitled by Interpol. Oh. Oh, I love that. I love that guitar. It's like, so there's the one sort of floaty downstroke guitar that's playing kind of a clean, there's some delay on it, a bunch of reverb. It sounds amazing. And then there's just this like guitar sound that only plays sort of at the end of the measure there, and it just creates such an interesting feel. And then yeah, as you heard, when the drums and the bass kicked in, just so amazing. Listen to when the singer starts singing. His vocal style in this song is so much different than it normally is. Normally he's sort of singing in this kind of like staccato, rhythmic kind of way, and this one is much more melodic and way more simple in terms of just the amount of words he's singing. And yeah, it's an interesting, and it's an interesting departure from like his usual vocal style. Oh, I missed it. So cool. Oh man, so good. This is very common to Interpol songs where they have two guitars. They're both playing like the same sort of downstroke rhythm, but they're playing different things, and they're mixed in a way where it just creates so much fullness. Just beautiful guitar sounds too. Like it's clean, but like so nice, so like full. Yeah. And as you could hear, his voice is just kind of way more subtle than it normally is, and really beautiful. Oh, all that bass. Oh, so great. Oh man, I love the way Interpol creates those like layered texture guitar parts, especially when it breaks down and like the drums fall out. They do the exact same thing in PDA, and it's just like amazing. I think I could hear four distinct guitars in that last part. It's hard to tell because of the way they're treating the guitars. It sounds like there's another one sort of way off in the right channel, kind of in the background. But anyways, just the way that they layer everything, and in typical Interpol fashion, the bass playing is just like next level, so unique. Like nobody plays bass like this guy. And then the drums, it's interesting because the drums are kind of like, this song is kind of what I would call mellow, like it's like slower tempo, but there's so much going on in those drums. Like he's just like in the way that they're recorded and the way they're being played, it's just such an interesting drum part. And then the vocals really stand out in this one as well. They're a lot sort of more melodic and less kind of staccato. Anyways, I just think this is such a great opening song. I imagine when they play this live, it's like quite the thing. I've never seen them live. I'd love to, but this is yeah, one of my favorite songs by them. Anyways, so this was Untitled. It's the first song off their debut record, Turn on the Bright Lights. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you like this song, chances are you'll like other songs I talk about. I have another video where I talk about Interpol. So check the channel out, subscribe, and like the video. It really helps. Also, if you have suggestions for stuff you think I might like based on the songs that I talk about, put them in the comments. I'm happy to give them a listen, and if it's something that I love, then I might feature it on the channel as well. All right, thanks very much.